Good morning, children. Today we'll study chapter 12, that is friction. What is friction? A friction is a force which always opposes motion. It means it always tries to stop a moving object, and also it tends to prevent a stationary object from moving. It don't allow the stationary object to move. Now, factors affecting friction are surface irregularities. Surface irregularities means the smoother the surface, lesser will be the friction. Rough, the surface will be rough, the friction will be more. That's why you would see so many grooves on tires of the vehicles, so that it will increase friction and the tires will not slip on the road. Now, friction is of three types: static friction, sliding friction, and rolling friction. Static friction, sliding friction, it reduces when body begins to slide. When we slide any object, the friction reduces. But rolling friction is always less than sliding friction, because when we roll any object, the friction becomes less because the surface area which is in contact becomes less. Like you must have seen the suitcases, they have a small wheels or rollers, so it is easy to slide the suitcases which have wheels, instead of if we'll slide the suitcase as it is. So because the surface area will increase, so sliding is more difficult, but rolling any substance is easy. So that's why the things which have wheels, it is easy to roll them. Now, what are the different uses of friction? A method, how can we increase the friction? Friction can be increased by making a surface rough. If we want to increase the friction, we have to make the surface rough by applying coarse substance. If we make the surface rough, the friction will increase. And use of brake pads in vehicles. When we want to stop a vehicle, we have to use a brake pads. Those brake pads go and attach to the wheels, and the vehicle stop. And treated tires means you must have seen all the vehicles, they have a small grooves and ridges on the tires, so that the friction will increase and the vehicle will can stop easily. Now, how can we reduce the friction? By making surface smooth. Like when we play carom board, we put some powder on the board so that the carom man and striker move smoothly, and the carom man can go in the hole and we can win the match. So that is to reduce friction. Use of lubrication, like when we use any machine, we put oil, we do oiling and greasing of the machine, so that the machine will work smoothly and there will be no wear and tear on the parts of the machine. Using of ball bearings. Ball bearings are the small bearing balls like structure which reduces the friction and makes that machine work smoothly. Use of wheels and rolling friction is less than sliding friction. Just now I told you that when we use a suitcase with a wheel, it is easy to slide it from one place to another instead of just dragging it or sliding it. Streamlined shape. You must have seen the streamlined shape of the aeroplanes and ships. Help them to move, cut through air and water easily, and they can move. Streamlined shape, like it's a shape like a fish, from the broader from the center and narrow from the both the ends. So this is called streamlined shape, which also reduces friction. Now, what are the different uses of friction? Without friction, even we will not be able to walk on the ground. It helps us to move. It helps us to hold the things and write. If there will be no friction, we will not be able to hold the things or pencil. Helps to stop moving object. Friction always tends to stop moving object. If any object is moving, if there will be no friction, it will continue to move forever. But because of friction, the object stop. It produces heat. Heat used to light up matches. When we have to light a matchstick, we rub the matchstick on that box, outer surface of the box. Due to friction, the matchstick start burning. Now, friction is very harmful also, because it causes forest fire. Because sometimes due to in the summer season, when the forest when the trees rubs against each other, they produces a spark and there will be a fire in the forest, so all the forests can get damaged. Wear and tear of machine, if you will not do lubrication or oiling of the machine, because of wear and tear, or because of the friction, they causes wear and tear, so the machines will be damaged. Wearing away of shoes soles, where shoes soles also wear out because of friction between shoes and the ground. Wastage of energy in machine parts, when the machines parts rubs against each other and there is a lot of friction, there is no oiling, greasing on that, so they also produces heat and the machine parts become hot and they become damaged. So friction is very important as well as harmful also. Thank you and have a nice day.